I really have to wonder how much more negative public reaction to this peculiar autobiographical story arc would have been if he had gone to Vietnam, if he had gone to Thailand, if he had gone to the Philippines, if he had gone anywhere other than the last bastion of white privilege, Iceland, in his ill conceived mission to find the woman he would marry, at first on a 2-month schedule, later abbreviated to be just 2 weeks.
At the beginning of the year, I said this, and then I am hoping that by June, I have a full income coming in through my YouTube videos, and that I've also been vaccinated, at which point I will then go to Europe for 2 or 3 months to look for love and to vlog this experience. I will be spending 2 weeks in Europe, and I know that's not enough time to get married, but I do believe it's enough time to find the person I will eventually marry.
Dax, please start vlogging. People are attracted to people who are vulnerable and real. Your content is so scripted and overly edited, it feels robotic. Dax, bro, stop reading from a script like this. Even if the delivery isn't perfect, it will connect much better with us if you just look at us and talk to us. Anything you think you are messing up when you talk unscripted is a part of the charm and character of the YouTube channel. When you read like this, I feel like I'm at school watching someone reading out their assignment to the class. Sorry, but this idea seems boring and soulless as hell. Like, we don't know any of these people. They didn't say anything interesting. And, like, the way you read out the update makes this thing seem corporate. It seems like you're missing the point of your appeal. Like, your channel isn't about spreading positivity for 14 years. They were funny, goofy vlogs that you made that were on the edge of performance art and awkward honesty. I really don't think this is a good idea. No, Dax, we are here for you, not for people we never heard about who are just trying to get famous. A well-intentioned comment, but it draws our attention back to the fact that Dax Flame has no higher aspirations than to get famous, get rich, and get laid, although apparently not in that order. He was hoping to already be married by now, on the basis of his supposed wealth and fame. Oh man, don't make me question if I still want to be subscribed to this legendary channel or not. I've been here for a long time, but I will probably have to leave if I'm getting random vlogs from people I didn't subscribe to in my subscriptions. And for a contrasting perspective, I, for one, am looking forward to the Dax Flame branded attempt at a Team 10 scenario. There were many different comments from many different perspectives getting across this same point, that they had subscribed to see this one man, to hear his personal story, to hear about his struggles in the first person, and not to watch some random LA vlogger. And there were a lot of comments like this one in the middle, presuming that she was not selected at random, but that she was selected because she was hot, as they say, in the parlance of our times. And yes, this comes incongruously on the heels of the failure of Dax Flame's romantic adventure in Iceland.
After a long, lonely quarantine, I was ready for love, romance, and adventure. I booked myself a flight to Europe, landed in Reykjavik, rented a car, and set out on the road with 2 full weeks ahead of me to find what I was looking for. I drove and drove, the towering mountains, cascading waterfalls, and adventurous experiences washing over me, reinvigorating my desire for romance.
Now, I think failure is meaningful, and I think that one of the most important things about the internet in the 21st century is that it lets us really talk about and really share the significance of our failures in a way that no other medium and no other genre of literature ever did before. I think that there probably was an interesting story to share in Dax Flame's total failure to fall in love, total failure to find a wife. And it would have taken real vulnerability and real creativity and would have been a real work of art for him to try to get across to his audience the agony of whatever process he went through, or just to reflect on his own indolence and indifference, whatever the factors were that led to this failure for something he'd been planning to do for many months, if not many years. Why was it that he thought he would find the love of his life in Iceland, and what does it mean to him now that he's been forced to recognize that all of his assumptions, whether romantic or idiotic, have just plain proven to be wrong? I think there's a story worth telling there, and it's exactly the kind of story you would never hear on CNN, and you would never hear on HBO, and you'd never hear on BBC Radio. It's the kind of story that only gets shared on YouTube. And YouTube lets us learn from one another's suffering, one another's experience, one another's struggles and aspirations in life in a way that no other medium ever did before. There was a time 14 years ago when Dax Flame seemed to understand that. And he's showing us now that he doesn't understand the strength of this medium at all.
When it comes to finding women, I'm just gonna tell you guys straight. Maybe spend less time on Twitter and on female streamer chat. Oh!